So in this video, I'm going to talk about the weirdness that is page up and page down. Those of you that are familiar in an editor, you expect your page up and page down to take you to the right place. Etherpad at the moment is incredibly broken. I shall show you, watch your eyes, it's going to be bright. I shall show you Microsoft Word, which I've installed. It's supposed to do something like that. So to take you to the right place. Now I'm just going to talk about the user experience, what's expected. So page down from line 0. You expect it to go below line where it says Amit here. So the caret should go there, and your viewport should go there as well. You notice that it doesn't, and it actually in Microsoft Word hides us because of that top bar. And even when I get rid of that top bar, it's still hidden. So Amit is clear there. You expect it to go to below Commodore. Now that I've got a new, Microsoft Word is weird, but expect it to be below Commodore. Okay, now Commodore is the top line. It's not too bad that time. Let's do that again. Unfortunately, the caret goes to completely the wrong place. It goes here. So if we do that again, so Microsoft Word gets that completely wrong. The results you will see on GitHub, but they're not. I'm not going to show you every editor here. I'm just going to go through every test, so you know what tests I've done, so you can see the corresponding results. But every editor does things very, very differently on page up, page down, and I'm trying to come to a best practice so that I can implement that. So page down then up from caret 0. This is another interesting one. Again, Etherpad usually broken, that's why we're fixing it. Microsoft Word relatively broken, so we'll go from 0, 0, which is where the caret is now, down, run voluptate, italic that, so we know where we are. Down again, run deserunt. So page up should take us to voluntate, doesn't, it takes us to a totally different place. There is no good history, but that is what we're testing. And I use Microsoft Word as a way to just show you how broken some things are, and also to get an opinion on whether you think they are broken. Number 3, page up / down over content that is a huge line length. So this would be basically like taking this chunk. Oh, maybe I've got one. There we go. I've got a nice big chunk here. So do we, under this Fugiat here, we should go roughly to Amit because it's the same line, and we do. So that works quite well. If the line splits it over, which is one of the tests, you get different results, but I'll come to that when we get there. So this is the page down / up notion of where a page break exists. So you can see here, we get to page down and we don't page down. We page over. Microsoft Word does some incredibly strange things, but it never really seems to have it'll jump a weird amount of lines. It's not consistent. It never does the right amount in a viewport. The most interesting one is Google Docs, which I'll just quickly show you, which does this. Down, down, over page break. So let's quickly mark where we are before. Reprehender it, right? Down, back up, we're now here. So it does not handle page breaks well at all. Changes the history and everything, so that's not useful. You'd want to be able to compress. My view is that you should always have historic reference, so you should always go back to an original caret location. Next one is page up, page down. I'll stay in Google Docs. Come here. You can see I bolded lorem, so the M of lorem for page down. You can see that we're still indented, or the caret location is still offset to the left of a certain number of characters. It keeps working, and then you hit a line break, and it stops working. I am of the belief that this should not affect your indentation just because you've hit a line break. You're obviously trying to stay indented, so why lose that indented position because you've hit a line break? I think that you should keep it, and you can see that it's consistent that it does it. Next is transition lag. So Google Docs is a good example of a pretty good user experience. You get a nice smooth transition and it's quite fast, but if you watch on the right hand side where you've got your page numbers, you'll see the indicator always lags behind, never stays in the middle of the notifier. See it? I'm sorry if I'm giving people a headache watching this, but you'll see just over here on the right, it's never square to the scroll wheel. Maybe that's a Firefox problem, I don't know. That's very weird, but it's a quirk and it's worth noticing. And then page down on long text. I think that's supposed to say content. Page down on long text contents. This is if you've got this big long content here, If I hit page down, does it try to go to the next line, which would be a failure, which it doesn't. You can see this is a good example of where Google Docs gets things very wrong. If I hit page down now and then page up, yeah, I'm on the wrong line, on the same line. But the thing is, page down, if I hit it from here, it will be able to get through this content. So that's what page down on long content is, and that's the last test. It's 7 tests, and all the results are up on the GitHub issue. And you can see that all the edge cases and stuff. There is a spec that I will be working to, which is basically 2 paragraphs. So I won't be working to it. I'll be referring to it, but for the most part, I've set myself 3 goals of what I want to achieve in Etherpad, and hopefully we'll get there. See ya.